Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 19th, and we are here to hear stories of hope. We do this weekly on Tuesday mornings because we know how important it is for everyone to get a chance to hear stories of hope and to share stories of hope. And today I am so excited to introduce to you a couple who've been taking Juice Plus, eating Juice Plus for decades, I think I can say. And they have a fabulous story. And our own Diane Davis, who's part of our Stories of Hope, is going to share her story. All three of them have been taking Juice Plus for a long time, so it's going to be fun to see what they have to say. And if you are not familiar with Juice Plus, these are the bottles. This is what Juice Plus is. Juice Plus is powdered plants in a capsule and in a gummy. This is fruit, vegetable, the purple one is berries, and the orange one is our plant-based omega oils. Get with the person who invited you or shared this recording with you. We know that you're going to want to learn more because this has been our answer for good health in my family, for me and my family for 18 years. So thank you for being here, and I know you're going to love today's episode of Stories of Hope. I'm going to introduce to you Mara and Jerry Heppies. Actually, Sharon should be introducing them. She knows them longer and better than me. But I dearly love this couple and feel so blessed to have them in my life. And I'm just going to let them introduce themselves. I'm going to let them take it away. So go ahead, Mara and Jerry.
This is Jerry, the Mara and Jerry Show. We've been telling this story for 18 years too. That must be the magic number, Mimi. And I am not strong in my public speaking, so I have never memorized. I just go right off the top of my head because as much as I try to memorize, it doesn't seem to work. But I'll tell you one thing, my Juice Plus story always ends up on a good note because it's always that our family improved their health. And we were lucky that we found out about this 18 years ago. And it all started with, are you ready? Maybe that's why I don't like public speaking, constipation, chronic constipation. I had a terrible digestive tract. And everybody has that dear friend that is a medical professional that you go to your doctor and then you call your dear friend when you get home and rehash everything the doctor said. Poor dear friends like that. But, I gave my, complaints to her for 15 years. And finally, I got the chance to get a solution from her that really worked for me. At first, I didn't listen, but once I did, within 6 weeks of taking Juice Plus, I came off my medication. Now, under the treatment of the doctor, I had a number of medications. And in my 40s, this problem started in my 20s, but in my 40s, after 15 years of doctor care, surgeries, hospitalizations, all these things, I was kind of at a battle with my doctor. He told me that I ruined my colon after he'd done probably the 9th colonoscopy. And we were kind of butting heads. And that's exactly when Sharon, my friend, came in and said, I think I have something for you. So I started taking it. I started seeing results of just feeling a little smoother. And a year and a half later, the doctor brought me back to do a colonoscopy. And guess what? He said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Your colon healed itself. And so it is miraculous, but the body's miraculous. And if you feed it correctly, it can heal. So fruits and vegetables can heal. So that was my big yay. And I began singing from the rooftops and telling everybody. So another thing that I want to say is there's a lot of people walking around like me that don't talk about their problems, but they're pretty debilitating. So that's one thing that, even though I don't like public speaking, I'm going to stand up and tell people about this because I don't want people to live like I lived. And then our whole family, has reaped the rewards. We had a dear friend doctor who we went to all the time. And then he started calling us and saying, where are you? He thought I really switched to somebody new. And I said, no, you can stop building that wing on your house because the Heppies are not going to be coming as much as we used to. And we came a lot. So we took all the acne and allergies and strep throat as just, oh, that's normal. Everybody has it. And we found out it doesn't have to be normal. And so my 5 kids, and now we got 5 grandkids. So all reaping the benefits of this whole food nutrition. And Jerry has a bit to add for his.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't rather be spending money on fruits and vegetables than prescriptions? Anybody would, obviously. So, I can remember that day when we saw Sharon, our good friend, on the beach, and we went for a walk. And after a 30-minute walk, we realized that this was hope for us, because Mara had obviously had a quality of life that was compromised substantially. And I was beginning to have cholesterol problems, and they were talking to me about statin drugs. And we didn't have much hope, and we weren't sure what to do. And so we had nothing to lose. It sounded like it made sense. We were told there was gold standard research that backed it. And it was just fruits and vegetables. And I was traveling a great deal at that point. So I was the guy in the airport running between flights, grabbing chili dogs and wolfing them down. And at a younger age, you think you can outdistance that with working out and exercising, but internally, obviously my system was not doing as well at that point. So I had the same results Mara did. After a period of time, less than a year, my cholesterol settled down, and we were on our way and really never looked back. Flash forward today at 64, when I go out with my buddies, it's like a badge of honor. They all stick out their bottles of a variety of prescriptions, blood thinner, statin drugs, just mood swing drugs, and all these different things. And they look at me, where's your drugs? Where do you take, and so forth? And I just said, I just consume daily as many fruits and vegetables as I possibly can. And they don't get it, they scoff. But it does make a huge difference. None of the side effects, don't get any side effects from fruits and veggies. And yesterday at 64, I walked 18 holes in 89-degree weather and worked until about midnight last night on our business. So, that wouldn't happen if I didn't have something fueling me day in and day out. And as Mara mentioned, my generation is 64, Mara's mother, 99. When she began to live with us, initially had a variety of prescriptions, not a whole lot, but for someone, because she was relatively healthy, but she did have some prescriptions. And we had her under our roof. And as she continued to consume Juice Plus, now she's 99 and takes nothing at a nursing home, which is, unheard of and unusual. So we went from, really no hope to hope. And it has, as Mara said, 18 years later, it's changed the trajectory of our health and our kids' health and our family's health, and as many people as we can tell as well.
Wow, that is so awesome. And I know, Mara, it's always, your story is so poignant, but so many people are afraid, like you said, to speak about what you went through. It's just not comfortable to talk about it. So I really applaud you for speaking about your story and the amazing, as you said, miraculous results that you got. And Jerry,
everywhere. I mean, we're in a neighborhood that's got a lot of people in their 60s and 70s, a lot of young people as well. And as we sit down and have lunch and we start to talk a little bit about what we're going on, it doesn't take but a moment or two for someone to just start opening up. And I found out things about women in the neighborhood that I never thought I'd hear, but it does. It's amazing. Everybody's got something going on. And as soon as you just when Mara tells her story, kind of opens the door, gives people a little bit of courage to explain what they're suffering. And when you can help somebody make a difference in their lives, it's quite rewarding. And that's what the company allows us to do on a daily basis.
Where I hate public speaking, I do love talking one-on-one. So let me just say to everybody, anybody can call me. I mean, to pass this on to somebody that was living like me, it makes me really happy to share. So feel free to call me. We can talk the dirty details.
Thank you, Mara. That's huge. And you know what? I didn't mention our shakes, but I wanted to bring that up too, because I feel like that's part of your journey as well, is our shakes, our complete shakes. They're whole food, powdered mix of plants, as well as macronutrients and a great way to get more fiber in our diet every day as well. So those shakes have been my breakfast for about 18 years. And I bet it was part of
Same
your
way.
journey. Yeah,
As well, and now we've gotten up to 2 a day, trying to make it our lunches, or if we eat a bigger meal during the day, make it our dinner. And anytime we go out and don't have a shake during the day, we'll just have one just because we want to get that complete in us to fuel us the rest of the day. So
that's awesome. Well, thank you again, both of you, so much for sharing. I know there's more because you've been on Juice Plus so long. I know there's more, but thank you for what you shared today, both of you. And now we're going to switch over to Diane Davis. Diane has been, I know you've been with the company for over 20 years. I'm thinking you've been on the, we're going to let you tell us all about that. But I cannot wait to hear about your favorite parts of this Juice Plus journey, Diane.
Thanks, Mimi. Yes, I have been with Juice Plus and taking Juice Plus since 1996. So I think I was probably 30, 31 when I started taking Juice Plus. So my story, I'm now 57, almost 58 years old. And so mine is one of longevity. Basically, have been in the fitness arena my whole life as far as group exercise trainer, lots of hard, different marathons, century rides, triathlons. But I firmly believe that what we consume in our body, we have the ability to create healing and hope. And my story started way back. Quickly, my dad got diagnosed when he was 46 with cancer, and I was probably, I think, 16 years old. And so have always been a healthy family. And I realized that life always teaches us lessons. And we knew in our family of movement, of hydration, of exercise, and we actually ate, as great as we could eat, eating food. We never had fast food. I came from a Greek family, didn't even know what fast food was. We only had food, Mediterranean diet, but still this disease hits our family and we're all shocked at how this happened to a healthy person. And then I get into my high school, college years, and I'm like, still exercising, going, okay, how do you prevent this from creating change in your life so that it doesn't happen to us? And so I feel like Juice Plus came in as a story of hope for me. A hope to basically say what we consume in our bodies, what we believe in our thoughts, and what level of energy we offer into our being and our soul, we can change and be proactive rather than reactive. So I fast forward, I heard about this, was invited to hear a doctor speak in 1996. And he just clicked and told me the symphony of a little of a lot, and how synergistically it can help your body, and your body takes what it needs. And so basically plants heal, fruits and vegetables heal. And if you give that to our body versus us selectively choosing synthetic vitamins that we're not even sure we need, and we usually excrete bright yellow urine, that if we put whole food in, our body takes it, absorbs it, and takes it to what we need for that day or season of our life. And so I started doing it. So I'm kind of one of those stories that I can't say, oh, I had really bad this, because I was in my early 20s and fit and at the prime of everything. So I can tell you, I feel now at 57 what I feel at 27. I feel like I can still do, which I still am doing, 100-mile bike rides. I still am swimming, biking, running, doing yoga, teaching, everything I've been doing in my 20s, I'm still doing. I feel like my recovery is easy. I don't feel like I have days that I have slumps. And my only what if funny story is that one time, only once, did I allow our product to run out. And I thought, oh, it's coming in 10 days, no big deal. And I have 4 kids and they were all little, and you know how crazy raising young kids are at the time. And so the product wasn't here, and I just thought, okay, it's coming in 10 days, no big deal. Well, all of a sudden, like day 2 in, I'm thinking, I'm getting sick, or I'm really tired, or I need a nap. None of that is my protocol of life. And all of a sudden I thought, I'm not taking my Juice Plus. So I called a friend of mine and I said, I need to borrow your bottles until mine show up. And the most interesting thing I found is our being whole food, it's the 100% of bioavailability into our body. Within 30, 45 minutes of taking Juice Plus, you can immediately feel better. You can immediately feel, energy. You can immediately feel that slump get lifted up. So our quality of life, my 4 children, appetites, their palate for food is, great because they've been Juice Plus babies and now they're 19 to 27-year-old. And I told you my recovery from workouts has been great. My sustainability, energy, our strong immune system of our family. I just can't imagine life without Juice Plus. So my passion and my mission since my dad left this earth has been quite simple: relationships and community. It's been supporting people, offering ways to level up. And I think the way you level up to be the best quality of yourself is by fueling yourself. Like I said, with what we put in our thoughts, what we put in our body, and what we put out in this world. So I think when we're healthier, we're happier. And I think if we can change our story, we change our lives. So I would never not take Juice Plus.
Wow, Diane. And that is one of the longest journeys I think I've ever heard of someone in the Juice Plus community. And the fact that you can still be the athlete you were in your 20s at 57 is incredible. And you're not the only story I've heard. I'm thinking of someone else, but that is amazing. If I didn't know about Juice Plus, I'd definitely be curious now. So thank you again, Mara and Jerry and Diane. We are all so encouraged and uplifted and inspired, and it definitely compels us to go share Juice Plus with more people and let them know how their story can change too. So thank you all for being here this morning, and I'm going to stop the recording.